Oh, and I'm always so happy to say these words. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mr. Tom Papa.
This essay that's in my book, it's called The Importance of the Romantic Getaway. Romance is the key element in the beginning of every relationship. It's what drives the whole union. You meet, there's a chemical reaction, and like two electric eels, you twist and dance and turn each other on. I think that's what eels do. If they don't, I'm not sure why they're here. In the beginning, you can't help but be spontaneous. You turn into teenage goofballs, creating your own world away from the rest of mankind. You share inside jokes, you come up with nicknames for each other, you stay on the phone because you just can't hang up, you stay together in bed for days without thinking about food or even bathing. But eventually, the romance leads to marriage and children and buying a house and adopting some pets, and you begin making car payments and paying for school and carpooling and spending weekends at gymnastic meets and traveling to baseball games. And suddenly, there's very little time for romance. You ultimately become business partners in a horrible nonprofit organization. You're doing good work. There's a lot of love there, and you're helping people. But in order to achieve that romantic feeling that at one time came naturally, you now have to plan. Welcome to the Romantic Getaway. They're goofy, and they're forced, and far from spontaneous, but if you want a healthy marriage, you have to do it. Call your parents, beg a friend, hire a sitter, and have them come watch the kids. All you have to do is get over the embarrassment of waving goodbye while you're all aware that you're heading off to a hotel for one reason and one reason only. Actually, you don't even have to be that embarrassed, because here's a little secret about the Romantic Getaway. At a certain point, it's not as much about the lovemaking as it is about the sleep. You enter the peaceful serenity of an empty hotel room without children and responsibility, and your brain literally disconnects. Before you even know what happened, housekeeping is knocking on the door telling you it's checkout time. A bed and breakfast is a favorite place for a romantic getaway, but I've always found that to be extremely weird. If a romantic night is what you're after, a house built in the 1700s with a bed as creaky as a rusty wagon isn't the most carefree and uninhibited environment. There's always that creepy morning coming down and sharing coffee with all the strangers who were eavesdropping on you the night before. Well, good morning, cowboy. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's like getting caught at your parents' house. Recently, my wife insists that we go somewhere with a spa. She sees this as an opportunity to drag me to a couples massage. Come on, it'll be great, she says. Just relax and let your mind wander. It's wonderful. No, it's wonderful for her. I'm a man, a naked man, being touched by a strange new lady. If I let my mind wander the way it wants to, it's going to show. So the whole time I'm in there, I'm thinking about death and taxes and slow dancing with my grandfather. By the time I'm done, I'm more tense than when I went in. The thing about these romantic getaways is that despite all the awkwardness, they really do work. We are so much happier when we get back. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Just go anywhere. A hotel in the next city, a Motel 6 off the freeway. Even that creepy motel in town that looks like a serial killer boot camp. We once stayed in our minivan while it was parked in the garage 10 feet from our house. We were out of the house, we were together, it counts. What doesn't count as a romantic getaway is any trip that involves any of your family. You can't call anything a getaway if it involves bringing the people you're trying to get away from. So just go. Every once in a while you're starting to get sick of each other, pack a bag, ditch that nonprofit organization, and run away from home. Thank you.